can take up whatever they want if it's handed to them, and frankly, they ought to. If they get a referral, there is not a serious case here for treason or sedition or whatever else. You know, Jim, from your long work overseas, that intelligence estimates or intelligence assessments are sometimes ambiguous. There are different opinions that can be made about them, but merely disagreeing with one or the findings of one or what's drawn from one is not treason, which is the act of, number one, seeking to overthrow a government, or number two, seeking to kill a sovereign of a nation. It's just silly. Now, can it be a hassle and a pain in the ass to the person who's investigated, who's got to hire a lawyer and go through all the motions? Sure, but this is not an investigation that would be grounded in any reality.
But when you have the president raising the prospect of using these levers, right? These legal levers of his administration. I mean, what is the risk in that? Just remind us.
No, you know what I think the risk is? It's public misinformation. I think people do not know what treason is, or what sedition is, or what any crime is. And they hear the words from someone in a profound position of authority who can get in people's heads and say, wait a second, I think those guys actually did try to commit acts of treason. So more than anything else, it's bad civics for the population that just doesn't understand these very hard legal questions.
There's that old saying that a prosecutor could indict a ham sandwich, right? If they go before a grand jury, essentially a one-sided affair.
Right.
Could you see at least reaching that relatively low level?
No, because yes, by Saul Wachtler, former New York Court of Appeals judge, that a grand jury could indict a ham sandwich. You still have to get to probable cause, which is that it is more likely than not that a crime was committed. It is not more likely than not that Barack Obama committed treason. You don't have to like the president. You don't need to have voted for him. But let's be serious here about what the claims are. So no one's getting charged here for this.
Elliot.